I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform, back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you enjoy this one. But before I start the video, please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
You want to know why I'm not having an aneurysm over people losing their food stamps on November 1st? Here's why.
Come grocery shop with us. Go by faster. One of you. This what I pick, and this what he picked.
I tell you what, how about this instead? If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving, because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problems.
Y'all really played. Like, bro, I just got home, and this letter was in the mail, whatever. I just lost my housing, y'all, for good. That means I can never get back on it. Like, I really played over a video. Like, I can't work. I have knee problems. Y'all don't even know why I get the housing. Literally, scam alert. Now they taking my housing because of y'all. All because I said taxpayers? Like, be for real, dog. Be for real. All because I said taxpayers. Okay, whoop-de-doo. My bad. Y'all really played? Like, be for real. It was not that serious. I have 8 kids. 8 kids, yo. Like, I don't get this shit. Like, y'all really played my freaking house, and I don't have nothing else. That's all I got. And y'all took that. Like, y'all really took that. That's crazy. This don't make no sense, yo. All over a video. Bro, if anybody got housing, don't post it on here, because they'll go out their way to make sure you lose it. Like,
y'all are so against food stamps. Okay, and right now you might be winning. You feel like you're winning, right? It's a game at this point, right? Who's winning and who's not? Who's losing right now? The people that aren't getting food stamps are literally losing right now, because they are going to struggle in the coming months, okay, to feed their families. And you all sit back and laugh about it, and you think it's a big old joke and let's celebrate it and whatever. It's not. It's not a freaking joke. It's serious. And it's not okay to make a joke out of it like you all need to get up off your asses and get jobs. This is the only sole income people have for their families, to feed their families sometimes. Do you not realize that? And on top of that, you know, the people that are so against food stamps, okay, there's people that aren't on food stamps that are benefiting from those of us on food stamps. Let me explain to you why. Because some of these places, like, you can go to a local store and they accept food stamps, right? It's a family-owned store. Now that family is losing business because food stamps are not being handed out this month or next.
Wait. So, we got lots of people posting on social media that they're losing their SNAP benefits. Oh, they're losing their minds. However, they got the latest iPhone. They got their nails done, their hair done. They got a Louis Vuitton bag. They got money for all of that. But they ain't got money to feed their kids. They want the taxpayers to do that? Well, the taxpayers didn't lie down with you in your bed, spread your legs, and pop out these kids that you want us to pay for. So here's what you do. You go in your car, which you probably got a nice car too. Go in your car, go fill out some job applications, and while you're at it, stop at the nearest bookstore and get a how-to book on how to prioritize life. Because I'm sick and tired of it. We're seeing people with the latest iPhones. I don't even have an iPhone 17. And you mean to tell me that you can't afford groceries for your kids? Get out of here. We're done with all of that. I will not sympathize with people who have nails like this that are this long and have all sorts of rhinestones. Probably paid $200-300 for your nails to get done. You're spending $1,500 on a cell phone and on the human hair. Get synthetic. Get press-on nails. Learn how to cook inside instead of going out to eat. Okay? Start budgeting what money you do have. I never in a million years thought, look, man, I got 2 kids. 2, okay? I buy my own groceries, okay? And I had to use food stamps to get on my feet. And once I got on my feet, and guess what? I didn't need it no more. So I stopped applying. I said, let the next person who actually needs it get them. And I'm seeing a lot of you with Louis Vuitton bags going, oh, what's going to happen to my SNAP benefits? Psh, oh, well. A lot of them been on food stamps for decades. Section 8 housing, decades, generation after generation. Look, okay, I'm telling you this much, man. Nothing is free. Nothing in this country is free, and you are more than capable of getting out there and doing something for yourself and making something of yourself. Don't let anybody sell you short. And if you yourself are selling yourself short, well then, man, that's a generational curse you're going to have to break. But I will not sympathize with the people who are sitting there on the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max going, I'm about to lose my SNAP benefits. Feel bad for me. Nope.
YP check. How do you feel about the fact that yesterday we spent $27 to buy cupcakes for our son with our EBT so we could send them with him today to his ABA therapy office since his birthday's tomorrow?
This video explains better than anything else I've seen why these SNAP cuts are going to devastate everybody, even the people who say, I don't care if they have SNAP or not. Just watch this.
Every single person in this country benefits from food stamps, even if you yourself don't receive them. And if you don't believe me, here's a story about Mary. She gets $150 in SNAP benefits every single month. She spends $50 of that at Diane's farm every month getting fresh produce. It's great. She gets good food. Diane gets an income. But next month, benefits are cut off. So Mary can't go to the stand. But it's not just Mary that can't go. It's the 50 other families that also use their SNAP benefits at Diane's. So now 50 families plus Mary aren't getting fresh food. And Diane has lost out on thousands of dollars of income, which is absolutely catastrophic as a small local farmer. She was going to use that money to replace the tractor that broke down so that she could keep farming. So now she literally can't keep farming. So she's not only not providing food to families on SNAP, she's not able to provide food to the community at large. And the person who was going to sell her that tractor, he was going to get a commission. And what was he planning to use that commission for? To pay for his mother's health insurance that she just lost. She needs medication every single month. And so now she has to scrape together whatever penny she has to try to pay for her medication, which means she can't get the mold in her apartment repaired, which means the repair person she was going to pay, she can't come in and do the repair. So she's lost out on income too. And the store that the repair person goes to buy things to make the repairs, they're seeing declining sales because people are making less repairs. So the store has less repairs, the repair person has less work, the mom doesn't have health insurance, he hasn't made a sale, she doesn't have a tractor, food isn't being made, people on SNAP aren't eating. Do you not see how it's all connected? Even if you don't have a shred of integrity that says, oh, I just want people to have food, I just want people to eat, do you not see how it's all, even if you don't have it in you to care about people just having food, can you at least see how programs like SNAP being shut down literally do affect you?
Also, remember that Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They could end this shutdown tomorrow if they wanted to. They could also find funds for SNAP, just like they're finding funds to pay ICE. They also could take some of the money that they're sending to Argentina and put it towards these SNAP payments, but they simply don't care.
Listen, not receiving stamps next month shouldn't make you mad and upset. It should teach you how to budget and save. It basically telling us, like, this is my opinion. I think they're trying to tell us, like, start utilizing it in the right way. Because, they want to take off the chips and the soda. Like, a lot of people go buy bullshit because the amount of food stamps that they get, or whatever the case may be, but they don't take it serious. I receive food stamps, so that's how I know. I don't been in situations where I had to budget to the next month, whatever, so I understand it. But that's what I get from it. Just learn to budget and save. Get yourself prepared to get off government assistance.
I do realize that them cutting off SNAP benefits for tens of millions of people all at once is so they can do the next step that they have been trying to do since January. They have been trying to put this country in a place of lawlessness to further their agenda since January, and it has not worked. They have tried to rage bait. They have tried to push forth agendas. They have tried to anger. They have tried literally everything since January to push this country, our cities, our states into a place of lawlessness so they can push forth their next phase, which is martial law, which is saying, oh, we got to send in the military. Oh, we got to send in the National Guard. They have tried it. So now what they're going to do is let's cut off the food. Let's not feed tens of millions of freaking people and see what happens next. And then what happens is you have a bunch of people that go and they start stealing from grocery stores. They start looting. It becomes lawless to try to feed your family, to try to get kids food, to try to stop your children from going hungry, to try to stop your elderly grandparents and parents and things like that from freaking going hungry, just so they can push forward and actually say, yep, it's lawless. We got to push in the National Guard. We got to declare martial law. We got to do exactly what the fuck we said we was going to do. Project 2025 is a real fucking thing. Read it. Pay attention. They've been trying different things literally that have not worked for months. Cutting off the food supply is just the next thing. So those of us that can afford to stock up this weekend and all of next week need to fucking do that. Get ready to bunker the fuck down. Get your stuff for your things and get ready to bunker the fuck down, because it's about to get rough.
Little PSA to all of my grocery store workers. In the event that the government actually goes through with it and does not issue food stamps for the month of November, which is also the same month that Thanksgiving falls in, please keep one thing in mind. Trying to catch somebody stealing, trying to prevent somebody from stealing, reporting somebody for stealing is not beneficial to you at all. You are not going to get a raise. You are not going to get a bonus. You are not going to get any extra money by trying to stand in the way of somebody who is trying to take food to feed their family. Stand to gain absolutely nothing by turning into the supermarket superhero of the day trying to catch people stealing. Please do not put yourself in any harm's way to protect a company's inventory that does not belong to you. While I'm not condoning or suggesting for anybody to do anything illegal at all, what I am saying is that people are going to feed their families one way or the other. So just don't be that person that decides to go above and beyond their job duties just to prove a point to a company that could care less about you. That's it. That's all. You don't want to fuck around and get packed out in the parking lot because you decided to put on your Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger pants that day and catch people stealing when it's not your shit.
Peaches McIntyre said, who gonna be crying about some MF and food stamps when she was in, I think she was in Sam's with a receipt that said $500 some on there, and a person like me who's been working all their life and got 2 children in that house, I raise them receipts all the time with no food stamps either. But this is the point I'm making. I've been working all my life. Content creating is something new that I dibbled and dabbled in when I found out I was going to get paid for it. So I'm not going to cry about food stamps, but I'm not going to belittle somebody because they don't have food stamps as if to say they're broke. Because let me tell you something. You was crying not too long ago when they kept eliminating your damn pages. And I wonder what would happen if social media is just taken, just out the blue, just taken. And what would you do? Because you monetizing on the Book of the Faith, the Tube, and here, and maybe IG too. I don't know. But it's amazing to me how Peaches McIntyre can talk about everybody like she does and downrate people and hasn't give anything back to the community. You know what I'm saying? Take, no give. And then when you see people going down through there, you make a mockery of it and make fun of them. Just like your sister who's more famous than you. Because I didn't know who she was at the time. Now I do. She's more famous than you. And she didn't do it from content creating. You know what I'm saying? So Peaches McIntyre, I think I lost respect when you did that thing with those kids, those children with the food, and it was evident that you had applied for that food. That's why you had got the black bags, because you had already got the book bag. I don't really talk about Peaches anymore, but that was just disturbing when somebody sent me that video about not only about the food stamps, but how she was attacking her own flesh and blood, her own sister. I don't care if it's not your both of them. I mean, you got different mamas or whatever, that's still your flesh. But if I had a sister or brother, it's nowhere in the world I would down talk them for content on this here TikTok app. And then talking about people I try to encourage people and give you my thoughts of how I feel about food stamps and how hard I work not to get on them. I'm not downrating nobody. If I'm in a store and I can see somebody I can help, I would help. But I would never downrate nobody on this app to try to make money. And then, like I said, what would you do if TikTok, IG, the Tube, and the Book of the Faith disappeared tomorrow? Could you still spend $500?
PSA to all food stamp households. One of my friends made it known, along with one of my family members, that last time the government shut down, all people that had food stamps, they deactivated their cards and completely took them away and did not give them back. As in, they did not reload the balance that you had on your card. So please make sure you use your entire balance by the end of October. I would hate to see families count on that and thinking that it's going to roll over, and it doesn't. And I would hate for that to go to waste for you guys. So make sure you use all of your food stamps by the end of October. That way you can utilize them. Please share this post so it can reach everybody that needs to see it. I think it's super important, and we all got to work together on this.
I gotta say about all you people on TikTok crying about losing your SNAP benefits next month if this government shutdown continues. Well, if you can get on TikTok and you got the energy and time to do that, then you got the energy and time to sign up to do DoorDash. I tell you what, hunger is a great motivator.
Hey Tori, I'm not on food stamps or anything like that, but I'm going to advocate for people who need it. Here's what I got to say about a woman who's been divorced 5 times. If you've got time to come on TikTok and complain about things, then that means you have time to work on your own personality and hatred, because that's the reason why you've been divorced 5 times. Because I think your something borrowed is just your ex-husband's. And I can just imagine what your next wedding would be like. Your wedding cake should be 3 tiers just of divorce papers but covered in frosting. And I will say, I think Cupid is just tired of your ass, because after your 5th marriage, he filed for workers' compensation. But knowing you, you'd probably cut his benefits. And I genuinely feel like you have some kind of kink of shutting things down, kind of like that Hyundai plant that happened in Georgia. Kind of like how you did with your emotional availability. You know, Tori, if men aren't working out for you, maybe try women. You've turned the line "till death do us part" to "till Tuesday do us part." I bet all of your wedding vows came with an expiration date and a tracking number. And after 5 failed marriages, you legally can be declared a one-woman revolving door.
Baby, white TikTok is in a frenzy, and while I have my voice right now, I'm gonna use that hoe. They don't understand how their SNAP benefits are being cut off in November. They literally thought when they heard SNAP benefits, it was only gonna hit the black folks, okay? Now I'm gonna say this. When the government shuts down, it does not just shut down for one particular group of people. It shuts down for everybody and they fucking mama. So yes, white people in the Midwest, these Appalachian white folks, y'all ain't gonna have y'all shit either. Now I am gonna say this. When you decided to vote for that man, you put a wild card on the table during UNO. You don't know which way this man is gonna go. And no, I am not blaming Democrats once again. They are holding the fucking line for the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. Something you white folks on SNAP need. So y'all better buckle up. Now, if there's an uptick in shoplifting in grocery stores, if y'all see that shit, be like Pam on Martin. I ain't seen jack. Because we ain't seen none of it. Now, food banks are going to have a hard time because you already got federal workers that don't have any benefits whatsoever right now, are not getting paid. You also have people in the armed services that are not getting paid, that are lined up at those damn food banks. Now you got over 40-something million people that will not be receiving their SNAP, that's going to need food as well. So I do expect an uptick in shoplifting. Do what the fuck you got to do to survive.
Over 20 fucking years, got the audacity to be mad that those benefits are being taken from you. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitching about how you're being done so wrong and you need all this fucking help still while you're recording from a fucking almost $2,000 cell phone. While you got lashes as long as my fucking broom. While your nails are as long as my fucking toothbrush. Are you kidding me right now? Y'all got me fucked up. Welcome to reality of paying your own fucking bills.
I see one more person on this app with lashes, full makeup, eyebrows done, hair done, nails done, on their iPhone, crashing out because they're not getting food stamps. I think I might crash out.
So I just received an email from my food stamp benefits saying that if the government shutdown lasts longer than this month, I will not be receiving any benefits next month. And it's like, this month is kind of already done with, so I don't really see the government opening back up before October's over. what I get paid equals to the amount of what my bills are. Just bills. So that doesn't include diapers and wipes, gas, food. It's just the rent, the water, the electricity, the cable, the internet, my phone bill, and my car insurance. That's the bill. I find myself left struggling to put gas in my car, buy diapers and wipes, and food. Luckily, I have food stamp benefits. So if I don't receive my food stamp benefits next month, it's like... And it's not like I'm like sitting around being lazy just collecting help from the government. I work full time. It's just everything's increasing except my pay rate. There's a lot of people that are in my situation that work full time and still cannot afford to buy food because your paychecks literally cover just bills. So me seeing that email on my phone just now kind of like blew my whole evening because I wasn't really believing the rumors. I don't really follow the news and all that. I mean, us moms always figure it out. We're always going to find a way. But it is kind of stressful, like having to now think about how I'm going to buy food next month. Plus all my bills that I can barely afford anyways.
I know damn well the rich ass black community ain't crying over food stamp benefits and welfare money. I just know the rich ass, designer wearing ass, trip taking, wig wearing, nail wearing, lash wearing, 3 chains on, Rick Owens stepping, Balenciaga stepping, new shoe drop stepping, 1942 and Don Julio buying, big timing, black community, and crying over no motherfucking food stamps and welfare money. Next motherfucking case.